Hey guys, Low2 for Life here, bringing you guys a brand new video, and oh boy, it's been a while. I am sorry about not uploading for so long. I will have an update at the end of the video, kind of talking about what's going on and my plans moving forward, about why I haven't uploaded for so long and everything. It's a long story, and I know nobody watches update videos, and I know if I just put like the first 5 minutes of this video being me saying, "Oh, I'm so sorry," and yada yada yada, giving my whole spiel about what's going on, I know nobody would like that. You know, you click on a video to hear me talk about the new cards, not to hear about my issues with what's been going on, which I will still put at the end of the video, just in case for those who want to hear. So, you know, watch the video all the way through, even though I know most people leave at like the 5-minute mark, thanks to YouTube analytics. So maybe I should start making videos under 5 minutes, but then YouTube hates that, so I don't know. Anyways, so a ton of new cards for Lightning Overdrive, or Overload, I forget what it's called, have been revealed, and they're all archetypes and stuff that I am very, 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 very interested in. So let's just go ahead and start talking about it. First and foremost, we got some new Ignister cards. This is really, really, really just kind of out of nowhere. Like, who was expecting this? I mean, I get it, Ignister, and heck, in general, is one of the most popular characters from Vrains, and of course the Ignisters are a really popular archetype from the set, and the thing is that, though, the deck has everything it could want. It has Monster Searcher, Spell and Trap Card Searcher, Special Summonings, it has multiple links, a fusion, one for every other summoning mechanic except for, oh wait, no, it even has rituals, so it has DDD beat on that. But I digress. The deck has everything an archetype could want. That being said, though, I have read these new cards, and I think a few of them are pretty good. Most of them, though, I'm not entirely for sure if I would play in the deck. It's going to be very interesting, to say the very least. Now, this first one, if I remember right, which I've read these a few days ago, if I remember right, when did these come out? Today, actually. It feels like a few days ago. What the hell? I had a long shift today, and I feel... I digress. So let's talk about this. When I first met you, I love the puns. I love the puns. Just so many jokes. He's on a little dual disc. I love it. When I first met you, normal spell card, you can only activate one card of this card's name per turn. Reveal one Cyberse monster of 2300 attack in your hand or extra deck, and if you do, add one Ignister monster with the same attribute from your deck to your hand. Also, you cannot activate monster effects for the rest of this turn after this card resolves, except for Cyberse monsters. That's fine. Most of the time you're playing nothing but Cyberse in the deck, so it's not like the worst thing in the world. During the end phase, if you did not special summon the revealed monster, or a monster with the same name this turn, you take 2300 damage. Keeping with the 2300 theme is really cool, and hey, being able to search out pretty much anybody in your deck is really great as well. And of course, it can add, you can reveal a dude in your hand, you can reveal a dude in your extra deck, so this card is almost always live, which is really, really, really good. I like it a lot. Great card. I don't know how many you're going to play in the deck. The deck already has multiple searchers between this and Cynet Mining and, oh god, what was his name? The Fire Ignister and the Light Ignister. This deck has so many searchers. And heck, you can even play pre-prep in the deck too if you wanted to. If you're playing the Ritual. Not everybody plays the Ritual, but I digress. Really good card. If it wasn't for how many searchers the deck has, it would definitely be a 3 of. But because of how many searches it has, I don't know. But I don't know. Maybe it's still a 3 of. It's so combo oriented. Oh my god, you can probably get away with playing like next to no monsters with how many search cards you have. Next up, we have a new Link monster. I don't even think this is one from the anime. This is a completely new one, unless I am mistaken. Keep in mind, I have not watched the anime all the way through. But anyways, this is Dark Infant Ignister. He's a Link 1 Cyber Dark, 500 attack, points to the left. I hope this means we might get other mini versions of the like big ones, because this is clearly a mini version of Dark Templar, which is pretty cool. So yeah, he points left, and he needs one non-link Ignister monster, so you can link summon him with almost everything in the archetype. If this card is linked to summon, you can add one Ignister Island from your deck to your hand, making the card even more easy to get. I love that. The deck needed more ways of getting the field spell to your hand, and so of course being able to do that is just even better. This card's a definite 3-of, like, right off the bat, especially since the deck finally has another Link 1 option other than YgoAmino and sometimes Link YgoAmino. Oh boy, so when a monster with, when a Cyberus monster of 2300 attack, original attack, activates its effect, you can move this card to your main monster zone it points to. Then you can change this card's attribute to any attribute until the end of this turn. I don't really get the attribute changing thing other than, well, the archetype is all about having every attribute in the deck other than Divine, but it's a pretty darn good card. Now, of course, if you're going to want to like be able to really make use of his effect, that effect, a lot, you'd have to put him all the way to the far right, and then he'd just constantly move left because he has to point, because he moves to the zone he points to, so he constantly has to go left. So that's a bit annoying, but like, how often is that really gonna happen? When a monster, yeah, it doesn't even do anything other than just moving and giving you another point. Now granted, the moving thing would have been amazing pre-Master Roll Revision, because then you could constantly just change up where you have like zones, but then, oh wait, no, you got monsters in that zone, so you'd have to move that monster. But there is some probable something to do with this. I don't know. I don't get the point of the second effect. The first effect's really good, but the second effect, I don't get it. Anyways, moving on, we got You and I love the puns. It's such cute artwork. He's just riding Link YgoAmino and all happy, and then you got Decode Talker over there, and he's just happy, and it's happy. Nothing sad happens in Vrains. Nothing at all. No sadness in Vrains. It's all happy. Continuous spell card. If a Cyberus monster or monsters of 2300 original attack is special summon, you can activate one of these effects based on the attributes among the special summon monsters. You can only activate each of the following effects of You and I once per turn per attribute. So, unless I am misreading this, you should be able to use each one of these twice, because it says once per turn per attribute. So if you summon an earth and then you summon a water, you can activate both that effect twice. Unless I'm misreading that, totally wrong. I don't know. Anyway, so if you summon a Cyberus with 2300 original attack, who is earth or water, have the attack of one face-up monster in the field until the end of this turn. Cool. Wind or light, and you get the effects of one face-up card on the field until the end of this turn. Cool. Fire or dark, special summon one Ignister token, Cyberus Dark, level 1, 0 attack, 0 defense. Also cool. I like all of these effects. These are pretty good, and you'll make use of all of them with the deck. Now, will this card actually get played? That is the bigger question. I don't know. I don't think that these new cards have been added on the YgoPro yet. These have been revealed today. And it's been a while since I've really messed around with Ignister, but I feel like these are good enough to, this is good enough to play, but at the same time, I'm not entirely for sure. I mean, like, personally, I would probably play it, but the deck is already super tight. So it's going to be kind of interesting to see how things go. I do like this card. It's a decent card. I don't know if people are actually going to play it, though. Moving on, we got Don Marie at Ignister. He's a level 6 Dark Cyberus effect monster. He is basically whenever he decides to eat people. Attack 2300, defense 0. Pretty cool. You know, use each of this card's first and second effects once per turn. When an attack is declared involving your Ignister monster, you can spell summon this card from your hand, and if you do, negate that attack. I like this. Some battle prevention, and hey, free monster. Nice. If you control a Link 6 monster, which there's one in the game, quick effect, you can banish this card from your field or graveyard and target a face-up card your opponent controls. Negate its effects until the end of this turn. Now, this is pretty nice as well. I do like this. This is like extra protection for the arrival, which is really nice, because, and I keep saying nice a lot, like, what? But this is really neat for being, oh, come on, come on, there we go. Okay, so boom. Okay, so they have not added the new cards in yet. Not yet. So this is just extra protection for the arrival Cypress Agnister, but he doesn't really need it. He's unaffected by other card effects, so it's not like the greatest thing in the world, but he's also the only Link 6 in the game, to my knowledge. I mean, there might be something other. I don't think so. No, yeah, he's the only Link 6 in the game so far. But irregardless, this is a really nice card. I kind of wish this effect wasn't so, oh, hey, if you have, might as well just say, hey, if you have a rival out on the field, you can use this effect. It is quick effect negation, though, and it does help out, especially since a rival really doesn't do anything during your opponent's turn, so I like it. And then we got YgoAmino, or, oh god, look at that. It's him going against Yusaku, and that's just sad. Just sad. Continuous trap card. You can only use this card's third effect once per turn. Monsters your opponent controls lose 100 attack for each card you control. Okay. If your Agnister monster battles, your opponent cannot activate cards or effects until the end of the damage step. I like that. When your Agnister monster is destroyed by battle, you can target one Cypress monster of 2300 attack in your graveyard except the destroyed monster. Special summon it. This can be really, really punishing in certain circumstances, especially if you flip it over whenever your opponent declares an attack. The issue I have with this card is that it really just doesn't do enough for the deck. As I've said, Agnister has a very tight main deck, at least the builds that I've messed around with. From what I have seen, other people seem to tend to kind of agree. Due to this, it's really flip-floppy. Like, right, for instance, granted, I don't know if this is up to date. Let's see here. I just basically only play against the the bot, and okay, anyway, so yeah, like, honestly, really, the only thing that, like, really could be, I mean, granted, boom, 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 so, yeah, boom. That tends to be kind of like the, I could probably take that out, and maybe Silent Optimization too. I really like Silent Optimization in the deck. It just gives the deck more plays, especially since, oh yeah, boom. Since since Agnister doesn't have a lot of extenders, and that's still the big issue with the deck. They don't have a lot of extenders. I mean, they really pretty much only got Hiyari and Doshin, unless you got the field spell out. So then you got to play stuff like Silent Optimization in order to be able to actually, you know, get multiple summons and everything. So, I don't know. By the way, Cyber White Hat's a really fun tech if you are playing the Link, because sorry, not the Link, the Ritual, because the Ritual, he drops everything by 1,000, and then the Ritual bounces everything with less attack in it, so it's like, hey, get rid of everything, it's mean. I got killed by that combo once, and that's how I learned about it, so that's all the new Agnister stuff. I love it. I'm hoping there's like a new Link 6. It'd be kind of cool, but who knows. Then we got new Rose cards. This is something I was not expecting one bit, honestly. The Rose Dragon archetype is very undersupported, and honestly, even with the new stuff that came out like a while ago, it was disappointing. It really was. They only gave them 2 new main deck monsters. Like, really, honestly. Garden Rose Maiden's okay, and beautiful artwork, don't get me wrong, like, oh my god, but, like, the actual card is just kind of okay. I don't know why they keep forcing, like, Black Garden. White Rose Quester is a better field spell than Black Garden for the deck. Crossroads Dragon's cool and all, but it's not, like, particularly great, but, like, the deck just doesn't have enough, like, it's kind of sad. And oh yeah, Legendary Duelist Season 2 just got announced or something like that, which is going to reprint most of those, so thankfully these should not be expensive cards. Scalpers, and buy, like, I don't know what you call people who just buy a bunch of stuff automatically. Anyway, so let's talk about the new stuff. Basil Rose Shoot, quick play spell card. You can only use each of this card's first and second effects once per turn. First effect, special summon 1 Rose Dragon monster from your hand or graveyard in defense position. Right away, that effect right there is amazing. The deck really needs it. There's just not enough comboing It's like you pretty much got a full red rose dragon and normal summon white rose dragon to be able to do anything, and blue rose dragon's kind of just forgotten because it's just kind of there. Well, yeah. So getting some more special summoning is really, really nice. If the set card is destroyed, you can target one of your Black Rose Dragon or one of your monsters that specifically lists that card in its text that is banished or in your graveyard, special summon it. This is a really nice card because obviously you can either A, use it for comboing to summon out Rose Dragon, and you know, be able to actually synchro or link summon and stuff. That's cool. But also, if you don't need that, you can set it and then let it get popped by Black Rose, and then summon out the Black Rose again. Or the brand new, very beautiful Blood Rose Dragon. I love this. I've been waiting for a Black Rose upgrade for so long. I've always kind of dreamed about like Black Rose getting like some kind of crazy assault mode. Could you imagine like summoning Black Rose, triggering her effect, and then chaining assault mode activate? Because oh my god, that'd be stupid. Get a Black Rose assault mode that like can't be destroyed by card effects or something. That'd be, I love that. Konami, please make it. They won't. Anyway, so Basil Rose Dragon, level 10 Fire Dragon, Synchro Effect Monster, attack 3200. God, that's a lot. 2400 defense, which is the original Black Rose's attack. Materials 1 tuner plus 1 more non-tuner monsters. If discarded Synchro Summon, you can banish all cards from the graveyards. Then, if discarded Synchro Summon using Black Rose Dragon or a plant Synchro monster as material, you can destroy all other cards on the field. When your opponent activates a card or effect that would destroy cards, or you can tribute this card, negate the activation, then you can spell summon a Black Rose Dragon from your extra or graveyard. This card is so good. It is so good. And the original Black Rose is still a really good Synchro monster. You know, mostly for it's just simple, oh, when you Synchro Summon this card, you can destroy all cards on the field. Which, unfortunately, this does not treat this as a Synchro Summon, so you can't get that, but whatever. But anyways, really good card still, you know, and this is just like, hey, let's make that better, and it does. Banishing all cards from the graveyards, especially if you Synchro Summon this during your opponent's turn, like if you're doing against a graveyard-oriented deck like zombies, oh, hey, I'm just going to get rid of everything, and then you aren't going to be able to combo, which is really mean, and then you quick destroy all other cards if you use Black Rose or Plant Synchro. I love it. This card is amazing. And then, oh hey, they gave it Stardust Dragon's negate effect. I love that. It's such a nice callback to Stardust and Akiza's relationship of good old Yusei. I have to remember names. I'm tired. It's 10 o'clock, guys. But this card, I love it. I love the theming. I love the art. I love the effect. I want 3 of these. I want 20 of these. I love it. I want to play Rose Dragons now more than ever. Moving on down. Oh yeah, also her name is, it's named after Akiza's D-Wheeler. I love it. It's not going to get called Blood Rose Dragon in America. Apparently Konami has some rule against having blood in the name of a card, which is why we have not gotten Blood Fist reprinted. I digress. Anyways, next up we got actually several new monsters, and I love it. Rox Rose Dragon. Level 3 Dark Dragon Tuner Effect Monster. Beautiful card art once again. I don't know what a Rox Rose is, but it's pretty. 1600 attack, 1200 defense. It's a Dragon Tuner effect monster. You can only use each of this card's first and second effects once per turn. If this card is normal or special summon, you can add one card that specifically lists Black Rose Dragon in its text from your deck to your hand, except for Rox Rose Dragon or Rock Rose. I don't know which. They changed. I don't know. Anyways, if this card is in your graveyard and a face-up Rose Dragon monster or Plant Synchro monster you control is destroyed by battle or an opponent's card effect, you can add this card to your hand. I like that. It's a Stratos that recurs itself, which is pretty cool. And this card's name is an anagram of Cross Rose Dragon, as well as likely references Rosa Roxburghi, known in Japan as the Izuyoi Bara. Hey! So for those who don't know, Akiza's name in the Japanese version It's like Aki Izayoi or something like that, or Izayoi Aki. I can't remember which. So this is more references to Akiza, which, by the way, if it hasn't become clear enough, Akiza is one of my favorite like Yu-Gi-Oh characters, and like honestly just general like female characters in the Yu-Gi-Oh series, because she's just awesome. Like her and it's a tough tie between her, Selena, and probably, yeah, actually, no, definitely Alexis. It took me a second to remember her name. God dang it. Anyway, so, let's see here. Black Rose, Dragon, Thorn of Malice, which is still not a good equip spell. Blooming of the Darkest Rose. I could have sworn, what is it called again? Frozen Rose? Flipper Rose? That is adorable. What is this coming out of? Ah, there it is. Frozen Rose. Yeah, Frozen Rose, which of course is searchable by Red Rose Dragon, but I could have sworn it said... Okay, never mind. So yeah, really good card. Not a lot of good targets, but a really good card for it, especially future-proofing if they do get more good targets. Moving on, we got Witch of the Blood Rose. Totally not going to get changed there as well. It's adorable. I love it. She's adorable. Level 1 Light Plant Tuner Effect Monster, 800 attack, 1700 defense. You can use each of this card's first and second effects once per turn. You can tribute this card, add one Witch of the Black Rose from your deck to your hand. And if you do, place one level 3 or lower plant monster from your deck on top of your from your deck on top of your deck. Then immediately after this effect resolves, you can normal summon one Witch of the Black Rose from your hand. You can banish this card from your graveyard, return one of your Black Rose Dragon or Blood Rose Dragons that is banished during your graveyard to the extract. This is a really good card. So, if you don't know what Witch of the Black Rose is, this is one of Kiza's cards from the anime. And it's always been a decent card, but not particularly great. Mainly because of its effect, but this makes it good. So, Witch of the Black Rose, monster effect, tuner, dark spellcaster, 1700 attack, 1200 defense. Cannot be special summoned. If this card is normal summon and you control no other cards, draw one card and show it. Then if it is not a monster, send it to the graveyard, also destroy this card. So basically what Witch of the Black Rose does is, oh hey, you normal summon it, draw a card, show it. If it's a monster, you get to keep it. If it's not a monster, it gets sent to the graveyard and you destroy Witch of the Black Rose. The big thing here is that you're supposed to, at least with this, normal summoner, and get your monster to your hand, and then somehow get out that other monster. Now the issue, of course, is you gotta control no other cards with this, which is a bit of an issue. But at least Witch of the Blood Rose makes this card playable. This card has never been particularly playable, and of course, Witch of the Blood Rose sets you up for it because you get to add Witch of the Black Rose to your hand, and then you get to stack your deck with a level 3, normal summon the Witch of the Black Rose, and then of course Witch of the Black Rose will gain you more advantage by getting you that level 3 monster. Now, if you did not waste your normal summon on Witch of the Blood Rose, then you would be kind of dead because you wouldn't be able to do anything else unless you also have like Miracle Fertilizer or something. So it's going to require setup to really make use, but at least now the deck is coming together finally. Then we got Garden Rose Flora, which is another beautiful card. My God. Like, just God. Black Garden. Yeah. Same lady, just different angle. So beautiful. Oh my God. So, 800 attack, 1600 defense. I think that's the reverse. Nope. Okay. You can only use level 5 Light Plant Synchro Tuner Effect Monster. 1 tuner plus 1 more non-tuners. You can only use the first effect of this card's name once per turn. You can target one field spell on the field. You cannot spell summon monsters from the extract for the rest of this turn except for synchro monsters. Also destroy that target, then spell summon one Rose token. Plant Dark, level 2, 800 attack, 800 defense to its controller's field in attack position. To your opponent's main phase, you can, in quick effect, immediately after this effect resolves, synchro summon using this card you control. So this lets you do Black Rose on your opponent's turn. And it lets you set it up for it right away, which is wonderful. Now, of course, Black Garden, still a pretty decent field spell, but however, there is another field spell for Rose Dragons, which is better if I remember right. Yeah, it is. White Rose Cloister. If you control no monsters, you can spell summon a Rose Dragon monster or one plant monster from your hand. You're going to use this effect of White Rose Cloister once per turn. During your draw phase, before you draw, you can declare one type of card, monster, spell, or trap. Reveal the top card of your deck, and if it was a declared type, for the rest of this turn, level 7 or higher, synchro monsters you control gain 1,000 attack, even if this card leaves the field. This card is pretty good just for the fact that it gives you that extra summon. The deck doesn't have a lot of ways to get extra summons, and this really, really helps out. Especially since it still doesn't have them many ways, even with the new support. So, card is great. I think it's going to be the better of the two to play in general, but I don't know. So there have been some very crazy shenanigans done with Black Rose Garden. Moving on, we got just a couple cards left. Live Twin, Kisi Kill, Frost. They're continuing on with the thing from good old Lulula. God. So, I hate it that... Look at this. Oh, sir, you'll let me search that. God, okay. So, yeah, they're continuing on from the Live Twin Lila Treat, who is, of course, Howling Fiend with a December-themed version of Kisi Kill, which is adorable. I love it. Although her arms look weird. Like, she looks strangely super big in here. I don't get it. Maybe it's the costume. Anyways, Kisi Kill Frost. You can only level 2, Light Aqua, 500 attack, 0 defense. You can only special this card, but this card's name's first effect once per turn. You can only use this card's second effect once per turn. If you control a Lila monster, you can special this card from your hand, making it easier and easier to summon out the links, although they need better links still. If your opponent adds a card from your deck to your hand by a card effect, you can and you control an evil twin monster, you can banish this card from your graveyard, draw 1 card. I really like this. It's probably one of the best utility effects that the deck has. I don't remember what Treat does right off the top of my head other than being able to summon itself if you control a Kisi Kill. So this is going to be very, very, very helpful for the deck. I like it. The deck still needs a lot more monsters, especially like a real boss monster. Like the main deck one is okay, but they need a Link 4 or something. And then Konami finally did it. They gave us Dark Honest. Oh boy, it needs to be called Dishonest. I'm just going to say it. If they don't call this card Dishonest, I am going to be very disappointed for a very long time. So, Dark Honest, level 4 Dark Fairy Effect Monster, 1100 attack, 1900 defense. Once per turn, you can return this card from your field to your hand. You know, Honest effect. During the damage step, when your Dark Monster battles an opponent's monster, as a quick effect, you can send this card from your hand to the graveyard. That opponent's monster loses attack equal to its own attack until the end of this turn, basically guaranteeing that your opponent's gonna be able to run, that your monster's gonna be able to run over whatever it wants, because it's gonna drop your opponent's monster to 0. And oh my god, that is pretty. That is pretty. The full art is pretty. This is pretty. I love it. This card is really cool. Honest doesn't see any play anymore in anything, even though it is still a good hand trap, I would argue, just for being able to get over anything. And this would do the same thing, but not for darks. But it's still, it's still not going to be, you know, played. That's the sad thing. It's more of a collector card nowadays, which is a shame. But however, I don't know. I like it. It's a cool card. I hope that Konami calls it Dishonest in the TCG. Like, it's such a... It'd be such a missed opportunity not to call it Dishonest. I don't know. Anyways, guys, that is it for the main video. Thank you all for watching. Hope you have a great day. If it's your birthday, happy birthday. Stay tuned for the quick little update video at after, like, the thingy. So, guys, thank you all for watching. Have a great day. Rate, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you all next time. Hello, everybody. Well, everybody who stayed. This is my little update thing here. I didn't know what to do with this because I know nobody watches update videos, and I also know that I don't want to, like, you know, make a big spiel at the beginning of the video talking about everything. So this is going to be a short little update, what's going on and everything, and some thoughts about things going on in the future. So first and foremost, I am terribly sorry about not uploading at all for the past 2 months, if 3 months, something like that. It was sometime in November that I last uploaded, and I feel incredibly bad about that. And there's a lot of reasons for why I haven't uploaded, but to basically give you the short end of it, like the short version of it, it's mainly due to Okay, why is my... I'm just checking because it says... Yeah, November 16th. What? So, yeah, it was halfway through November. I am right. I don't know why my phone says it was a month ago. That was way more than a month ago, phone. Anyway, so... yeah, so I haven't uploaded since midway through November, roughly. And there's a lot of reasons for that. Partly because of the holidays and everything. You know, you get busy during the holidays, but that's not even the beginning of it. The biggest thing is that for me, I had some life changes and I had a lot going on mentally. As I've mentioned before in this channel, I have a lot of depression issues. I hate using that word, but I have a lot of self-confidence issues, a lot of just general things going on, and 2020 was one of the worst years of my life, and not even just counting all the crazy stuff that is like the worldwide issues going on and stuff, but like personal things that I really can't get into huge details, but a lot happened, and it really all just started affecting me by then in terms of how my mental state was going, which is just so wonderful, especially moving on into like the holidays and everything. And you know, some people would call it seasonal depression. It wasn't. It wasn't. But yeah, that was a big thing. And then another big part of it was that, as you guys know, I am trying to be a teacher. Right now, I have been working as a substitute at a school district, and it's been great. And, you know, the thing that I went into, like, Pendulum Month with was thinking, oh, hey, I can, you know, upload whenever I'm not teaching and stuff, and yada, yada, yada. And I thought it'd be really, really good. But then what ended up happening is I got an offer to be what they call a residential sub, where or building account teacher. Depends on what they different places that call it different things. And basically, I am there every day, being kind of like a handyman who helps out, which is great, especially since being a substitute pays really well. Like, and seriously, I don't know about other states, but like the state that I live in, you just have to have 30 hours of college to be a substitute, and it's super easy to apply, you know. So if you are like looking for some extra cash, regardless if you have a job or if you have like, if you're like retired or something, like be a substitute. It pays really well. But so yeah, I got to be that, and I'm still doing it until the end of February, where I am there every day, Monday through Friday, for the whole school day and all that. And the big thing is, of course, there's the pandemic going on, so I wasn't going to quit my hardware job, the one that I've been working at for the past like 3-4 years, if I've lost track, but I wasn't going to quit that because if the schools get shut down, I'm out of that, so I still need to be having a way of making money. So, yeah, I have, from about November 16th-ish, give or take, to literally like up to Christmas time. So for a full month, I was working 7 days a week, 8 to 12 hours a day. And that was all depending on whether or not I was working at the school, I mean at the hardware store the same day, where like I would be at school until like 3, drive up to the hardware store, eat lunch usually at like McDonald's or something, and then, you know, I'd have like 20 minutes to basically get to work and everything. So yeah, that whole month I barely saw any friends. I maybe played a grand total of 5 hours of video games. Did not have much free time at all. I'd be getting home, I'd be leaving before the dawn happens, and then getting home way after night. And I have changed things. I talked to my boss at the hardware store that I work at, and I'm now working way less hours and not working the week as much, and I'm getting more time off on the weekend. Like, I actually have the day off tomorrow on a Sunday. That is insane. And honestly very mixed about it myself. On one hand, my mental state was like, hey, don't overwork yourself, but on the other hand, my bank account's like, hey, you need money. You know what I mean? So yeah, that was just how general things have been going, and yeah, that was not fun. When I had time to do stuff, it was usually play a game for an hour, and it was usually me trying to kill Fatalis here, because, oh my god, this is the best final boss ever. I love it. I don't even care if I get my butt kicked. I love it. On that note, I haven't really done much else. I don't know if you guys follow me on Twitter, but if you do, you might know that I've been trying to learn how to draw. It hasn't been going well. Kind of hard to learn how to draw when you don't have time to practice. Trying to get in the swing of doing that more often, but it's really hard because when I have time, I'm like too tired to do anything, but when I don't have time, I want to do stuff. So that's been a balance, and it's not been particularly great, but I digress. Things are going to be getting better though moving forward. I am going to be working less, and still enough to where I'm going to be making a decent amount and everything, and I'm hoping maybe I might get an actual teaching position. That's going to be nice. Please, 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 please. It would be wonderful. But I have to wait and see. I did apply to one, and going to be applying to more soon as they start getting posted more, but I digress. So what's going to happen moving onward in 2021? Well, for one thing, I am going to be trying to posting on each of my 3 channels at least once a week. That is my goal. 1 video, maybe 2 on each, well, maybe not 2 on every channel, but at least 1 on every channel, maybe 2 or 3 on the main channel every week. And part of that is because I want to get back into the swing of things, and I really like making videos. It's been a huge de-stressor for me, and just getting to enjoy doing this and talking about my favorite hobbies with you guys and everything. It's so funny, when I don't upload, my channels gain subscribers like crazy. My side channel that I don't promote like ever, Low Tier Life, where I just talk about video games, manga, figures, all that fun stuff, is almost at 150 subscribers. I haven't advertised it once. You guys, I'm just so surprised. Heck, the only channel that really hasn't been growing much is my main channel, which that was another big thing that like really messed with me and my confidence, because midway through November I got a notification on Facebook. You know how like Facebook will give you a notification when it's like the anniversary of whenever you post a picture or something. Yeah, they sent me one, and I was like, oh, cool, because it was me being happy about getting to 2,000 subscribers on the main channel, and I was like, yay, hey, cool. That was what, a year ago? No, it was 3. In 3 years, I've barely been able to crack 1,000 subscriber gain. That is sad. that really messed with me. Oh god. 3 years, I barely gained 1,000 subscribers. Oh, my cough. My cough is doing better, mostly. It's been kind of hell for the past few days because I think the stress has been getting to me, but for the most part, it's been actually a lot better than usual. I don't know. I'm trying to be a happier person moving onward. 2020 was hell. The first week of 2021's been crazy too. Oh my god, I am not even going to talk about it. Yeah, gonna try and make more videos, going to try and hopefully do more live streams, especially on days that I have off. Tomorrow it's gonna be my first real day off in forever. You know, like, I don't really count holidays, although Christmas was supposed to be my day off, but then I got sick. That was wonderful. That was wonderful, waking up with a 100-degree fever. Anyway, I hope you guys are looking forward to more content. I am debating on what I'm going to do with the Pendulum Month videos. I'm probably going to try and wrap up at least the archetype analysis. Don't know if I'm gonna go and do everything that I wanted to do, like the duels and everything, but at least the archetype analysis is for sure, or something that I really want to do. I know you guys really liked the oh god, what was it? The duels. The duels. I really want to start doing more duels, and I also really want to start doing more discussion videos in general, more top 10s, just my general opinion kind of things. And, I don't know, talking about other stuff. It's really hard trying to come up with original ideas in the Yu-Gi-Oh community. Because there's a big channel for everybody out there, you know. House of Champs has the Market Watch, like, pretty much wrapped under his thumb. DZ and Simo are all about, like, you know, that good old content, talking about stuff. Rada, oh my god, dude. I've been compared to Rada with my archetype analyses, and I don't know if that's a good thing, because I'm kind of scared that people are gonna call me like a copycat or something. But at the same time, one guy was like, "Hey, I really like your stuff when Rada doesn't upload," and I'm like, "Thanks," but yeah, there's that. So I don't know. I'm gonna be experimenting, trying to figure out stuff. Friend of mine who has been on the channel in the past recently came back to living in the same state as me, so might see him on the channel. Which reminds me, I still need to upload the second part of the MTG Player Reacts, which was the me reacting to his the magic cards he wanted to talk about. I need to edit it, and I have not had any motivation to edit at all. Like, I have videos to upload, but I have not had any motivation to edit. Just as like I have not had any motivation to do anything. So I don't know. I hope you guys are looking forward to everything. I don't want to drag this out any longer, because I do not want to be you know, taking up too much time doing this. How much? 13 minutes. Oh my god, that is more than double what I wanted to do this. I wanted this to be a 5-minute update. But anyways, I digress. I hope you guys are looking forward to everything moving forward into 2021. I am going to try and be more positive. I'm going to try and just get more videos uploaded and just try to enjoy life a bit more. So let's see. Hopefully things are going to start looking up. Who knows? I don't know. Things are crazy. Things have been crazy. Things are probably going to stay crazy. Speaking of, follow me on all my usual social media stuff. Why? I did not press anything. But, yeah, you know, follow me on all my social media stuff. Twitter is like the easiest way to get a hold of me. I have a Discord that I want to use more. I don't take advantage of it much, mostly because I don't really care for Discord. I'm going to be honest. I'm a lurker on it. Just ask the chaotic community. I'm like never on it, and whenever I am, I don't talk. But I do have a Discord and all that fun stuff down below. You know, take a look. So, thank y'all. Hope you guys watch my videos and look forward to more stuff coming out. Have a great day. Rate, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff. And see y'all later. Bye. Thank you for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please do consider rating, commenting, and subscribing. Sharing the video helps as well. If you especially really like it, please do consider being a channel member. Every little bit helps out. And hey, also why not check me out on my other social media pages. Thank you, and have a great day.